welcome to that Double D team. I'm D.
I'm DIGA.
And today is our solo, a Star Wars story film review, breakdown, discussion, analysis, what's up. So let's get into it, shall we? In a galaxy far away. What is your line?
It just start like that though.
Obviously, you know, Alden Ehrenreich playing Han. You've got Donald Glover, the Don, playing Lando. Emilia Clarke from Game of Thrones.
I've never seen that guy Han.
Qi'ra.
I've never seen that guy Han before in my life.
He's popped up in one or two things, but I've not really seen him in anything. He looks good in this.
Yeah,
I think I've seen him in a recent trailer as well for a new film, which I'll show you later on, where he looks really good in it. Kick off on Corellia with Han and Qi'ra having a little joyride in a car. Yeah. You see Han's little golden dice as well on the rear view, which he ends up having in episode 8, which uses the black Kylo Ren. Well, gives it to Leia. Leia leaves it behind, and then he finds it and it disappears. Yeah, done. They're obviously scoundrels, rebels, getting around against the system because they're owned by Lady Proxima to rob, steal, do jobs, give her money to get credits. Han, on his last job though, has kept hold of a coaxium crystal, which is very expensive.
At least 10,000 credits.
At least a nice amount of credits for him. So he says to Qi'ra, we can use this to escape, get our way out of here. I'll be a pilot. You can be my little my side chick. We can finally live the dream we've always wanted.
Yeah.
Before they managed to escape though, Lady Proxima calls them in because obviously they must have failed on a job or some stuff like that. Gets a bit mouthy with Han, and then Han just triggers it. It's like, yo,
just wasn't having it.
Yeah, smacks her up, says some words, so it needs to make his escape. Grabs Qi'ra, start running away. Go to some customs checkouts area. We're all hiding up in a queue. Yeah. Like, what we're gonna do? Like, we'll use this to escape. Don't worry, man. Just look forward. Don't look behind. Let's go. Get to the front of the cubicle. Like, you got a ticket? Like, no, but I've got this. Can we get through? He's like, yeah. Han's words in it. Qi'ra's dead cautious about doing it or not. So just give it up. Eventually, puts it in a little display, slides it through, opens the gate for him. Bowling through, Han goes through, and all of a sudden, what? Qi'ra's caught, coming with me, love. Han can't come back out. He's like, he wants to save her, but he can't, and he ends up
running, hiding in the next part of
in the next area. Although you've still got people coming after him, so he just decides he can't get out of the escape route. The only way to escape is to sign up. So he goes to the Imperial's little sign up office area. Yeah. It's like, yeah, I want to be a pilot. It's like, okay, what's your name? Like, Han. Surname? No family. I'm alone. Alone, eh? Solo.
You let him name him.
Yeah. I mean, we always wondered where the name came from, and they tied this up in the bow very nicely and neatly. It kind of worked. It kind of didn't. So I'm happy with him. Yeah. Cool, I think the delivery from the actual Imperial Guard was the worst thing about it, rather than the actual line. The delivery didn't make it as engaging as it would have been. So that's where Han is now. He's joined the Imperials to become a pilot, best pilot in the galaxy.
His words, exactly.
Skip forward a couple of years, about 3 years. 3 years. And he's on a battlefield, but not in a ship.
It looked like Starship Trooper. It was going off. With the helmets and just running around.
He's on the front line in the dredges with obviously his teammates and captains, but they're getting screwed. Looks like they're about to lose.
They're getting taken out.
His captain, Beckett, says, right, this is what we're going to do. 3 of us going to flank that way, flank this way, through the middle. Ends up following him. Good advice. They manage to get on the ship, take down the guys and escape. When you come back home, or after the mission, Han's dead interested in Beckett. It's like, yo, something about you, man. And plus I've clocked that you've got bullet holes in your jacket and you've not taken no bullets. You don't want to be talking to anyone. You're veering away from most of the crowd. I know who you are. I want to join. Let's get me out of here. I'm a great pilot. Beckett's having none of it. Him and Val, Thandie Newton, Westworld, tag teaming it, decide to sell him out. Like, excuse me, this guy's a deserter. Shame.
Yeah, trust. That was fun.
Yeah, so Han gets thrown into a little jail cell pit, obviously to be killed and beaten up by a Wookiee. Chewbacca.
I didn't even know it was a Wookiee at first. I didn't
know. Massive hairy. Starts pouring away at him, hitting him, throws him into the pillar that's holding up the whole structure. Han realises, oof, give that a big blow, it starts to wobble and crack a bit. This could be
a way out.
A way out. So then he starts telling Chewbacca to calm down, man. Like, yo, chill. And starts.
I know, he's like, what?
Starts talking Wookiee to him. Like, yo, I've never really seen Han talk Wookiee. We always know he could understand Chewie, but this was pretty nice to see.
I think like over the years, like Chewbacca just understands him.
Han's English a lot more than having to use Wookiee all the time.
Yeah, that's dope. And it seems like he knows what Chewbacca's saying anyway. So, well, he does. Well, obviously, but yeah.
It's kind of like Thor when he grew up on Asgard, learned Groot.
Yeah.
Like, you know what he's saying? Yeah. We learn it a little. Yeah. A petit bois. So they're in the fight. He starts chatting to Chewie like, yo, I've got a plan. You keep throwing me against this pillar hard enough, we can knock it down, we'll get out. But Chewie's just angry and raw and just wants to beat him up. So Han starts antagonising him with words and insulting him to trick him into running at him or throwing him at the pillar hard enough for it to smash.
Yeah.
It does.
Falls
down, starts killing the guards, tears a few of them arms. Time to get on our roll and escape. Like, don't worry, Chewie, man. Forget them people. Let's go this way. I've got some really good friends, man. They'll help us out. So he's running. They get to the spot now. He sees Beckett and Val about to take off, and Beckett's impressed.
Yeah,
Kid's got some conies about him.
Got some stones on him, which I thought was funny. Was like as soon as they escape, the first thing Han says is, "I got some friends." The same motherfuckers who threw you in the pit.
Yeah, he just needed to wedge Chewie to get him onto his side to do his plan. Yeah. So Rio, like their alien pilot, is like, yo, we could do with is that a Chewbacca? Yo, we could do with some
strength, man.
Some strength. Yeah, is that a Wookiee? We could do some muscle on this job. Maybe might be worth coming along.
Definitely.
So Becca's like, all right then, showing a bit of sentiment. Lowers the ship, picks them up, go away. Then you have your little team bonding session. A little at night, camp around a fire. Oh, so who are you? Where do you come from? What are you doing here? It's like, oh, I'm from Korea. I escaped. I'm going to be the best pilot in the world. I want to do this job so I can get some money, buy a ship, and rescue my girl. Oh, okay. That's your narrative and motive? Sweet. Fine. Right, time to do the job. Big job.
Yeah.
Massive train sequence in the film. Probably the biggest set piece of the movie. I think it took a year to film.
Did it?
Because they had to refilm it after the directors left, and Ron Howard came back on to reshoot.
Okay, right. Yeah, it wasn't Ron Howard.
Yeah, so like in an interview I've seen with a couple of cast recently, they were like, yeah, it took over a year.
That's dope.
Plus, we've not come up to him yet, but the boss in this film, Dryden, played by Bettany, originally was Omar, Michael Kenneth Williams.
I think I heard about that,
But he couldn't come back for the reshoots, so they had to recast him. Omar would have been pretty sick.
Yeah. He'd probably be the next one.
So this train sequence, they're trying to stealthily come up and attach some cables to release the cargo ship, detonate the bridge and escape with what they need.
Sounds easy.
But a whole cargo trailer or coaxium is very dangerous and explosive, so you need to be careful.
It's like vibranium.
So you've got Val at her checkpoint, ready to blow the bridge, setting up all the detonators.
She was on
Rio flying the ship. So you got three guys, Han, Chewie and Beckett, all on the top of the train. Attaching the wires so the ship will be able to then extract it. Han and Chewie are downstairs trying to release the cables.
Yeah.
So that obviously when they release it, they're not taking the whole train, just the one thing they
need.
need. Managed to release one of them. Then at this point, Cloud Riders, Fizz Nest. She comes in with all her attackers, starts laying things down.
It was crazy. It was. I like. You know what? I didn't even know it was a female at first.
Not until the end, to the reveal. Obviously, anyone who's seen the film knows she's a female. So I'm just going to say she from here on out. Not spoilers.
Yeah.
But they're also probably the original version of the rebellion as well. But we don't realise that at the time. Yeah. We think Han's on the good side.
Yeah.
And they're pirates. Coming after him, type of Boba Fett type.
That's what it seemed like. Yeah.
And it switches at the end. So they're attacking him. Rio manages to get shot, but he's still managing to pilot it a little. They managed to cut out one of the wires. So even if they were to escape with the cargo, there's only 3.
Yeah.
Han and Chewie have released 1 block, but they've got 1 more to do. But Fizz Nest has jumped down now onto the cargo ship, and she's having kind of a standoff shoot off with Beckett.
Yeah.
Han climbs up, heads back up onto the ship, helps out Rio because obviously he's
fucked,
fading. Yeah. Manages to hold it down for a while. But once he goes, Han takes over. It's his first time flying a ship. Ship, and they're actually like, he gets a little compliment, like, yo kid, you are good. In doing this, Val's being attacked from all angles as well. She don't realise that she'll be able to kill everyone, detonate it, and escape in time. Chewie's finally trying to escape the final lock.
The last one off,
manages to do it just in time as the ship takes up the cargo with Val detonating. Sacrificing herself. Now this is Beckett's love as well, who's probably been with for a while, so I would expect him to have mourned a bit more, but he was more concerned about the job. Because once you've got Chewie back taking Han's hand back in the ship with Beckett, they're all there trying to fly out, but they've got one string attached to the cargo, and Nest has the other. They're both trying to pull at it, and as you're flying forward, there's a massive cliff top mountain. So yeah, who's gonna win? Beckett's like, don't give up, kid. You've got this. But he's like, nah, you don't want to risk it with a loss, especially after just losing Rio and Val. You don't want to risk maybe having not only smash into there, add the coaxium, blow everyone up, and kill everyone. So he's like, you know what? We'll escape with our lives for today.
And Fisness let hers go.
And then big explosion. Taken out.
Beckett was pissed.
It's like, yo, Han, you don't know what you've done, kid. Because
I
obviously they were doing a job for someone, and now you've got to go and explain to him why the job's failed.
Yeah, you don't want to go talk to anyone like that.
So this is where they go now to meet Crimson Dawn, the criminal organisation that they're working for. Dryden Voss, played by Paul Bettany, he's the main guy. His number two though is someone familiar, Qi'ra, who we last saw on Corellia with Han
3 years ago.
Yeah, she manages to find Han. Like, Han, what are you doing here? Oh man, little catch up. Like, oh, how did you escape? Like, I never did. So obviously she's still been in the game, or she's owned by someone. And you see a little mark on her wrist as well, the mark of Crimson Dawn.
Look like a Pokeball.
Like a yin yang symbol or something like that. Dryden. Beckett comes over and introduces himself like, Han, I told you not to talk to anyone. And she's like, you know each other? It's like, yeah, we're working together on a job. Clarke's with Qi'ra. It's like, oh, you work for Beckett. Beckett works for Dryden. I work for Dryden. We had a job for you. You've obviously come back empty-handed. Punishment's going to be done. Hopefully not for you, Han, but you don't know me, man. Things have changed in the last 3 years. Yeah, Beckett's like, yo, she's done some bad stuff, man. Don't worry about her. So they have a little tete-a-tete with Dryden about what's going on. Obviously he's very upset with what's happened, and Han's trying to buy himself out of it, like, I'll talk yourself out of it. Like, don't worry, man, we'll get you what you asked for. But it's going to take us just a little bit more time. Like, that's fine, where are you going to get it from? That shipment was probably our best hope. He's like, or are you referring to the hidden coaxium on the spice mine? He's like, yeah, of course I am. Yeah. Not knowing what he was talking about. But like, yeah, I can get that for you. Like, you know you'd have to make the castle run, right? It's like, sure. Yeah. Okay, so a deal's been made. You do that for us. Give us more coaxium than we first asked for in the first deal. Come back, deliver that. I'll excuse your discrepancies from this time.
That's good.
To ensure things go smoothly though, Qi'ra, you'll be going along with them.
Han's like, yes.
Han's buzzing. Han, Chewie, Beckett, Qi'ra. 4-man team ready to go do a job. To do this job, you're going to need a ship. And a pilot. So, Qi'ra knows the guy. Q Lando Calrissian, aka Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino, aka the most creative, talented motherfucker on the planet right now. Don.
Aka Ern.
Ern is Marks. Yeah, aka Troy and Albert in the morning. So, to do this though, Han's like, you know what, I'll be able to beat him at a game of Sabak. I'll be able to win his ship off him, because we've got no money, we can't really buy it. So, Han joins the game, starts scoping him out a bit as a little conversation, and this is where Lando calls him Han. Han corrects him, but Lando just carries on with the Han, as you'll notice through the rest of the trilogies as well. And oozes just coolness and appeal. Like, everything you heard about him is real.
And he even has a cape.
Cape for all occasions. Multiple capes.
Like, you might have thought fucking Magic Don Juan was pimping. No.
Yo, Lando.
Lando's been pimping.
Coolest,
Pimping.
pansexual, charismatic. So they're having a game, they're having bits of banter as well. Han mentions he's got like an awesome ship.
Oh yeah.
It's like, yeah? Oh yeah, I mean, you wouldn't want to risk your ship. I can understand that. I'd risk mine because mine's the best. Trying to play him.
Yeah.
So stakes get high, ships are on the table. Lando, we realise, cheats like a little card machine in his hand, manages to beat Han in the game. Han's just all embarrassed and upset, thought he had it done. Lando's like, yo, so you're gonna give me the ship?
What's the ship?
Qi'ra pops up. Like, nah, there ain't no ship. Ah, Qi'ra, I recognise you. What you doing here? I'm not in trouble, am I? I paid you back all the money from last time, right? We're smooth. It's like, we are, but we need your help. Like, as long as I get paid, I'm always good.
No, Lando.
Lando's had a history of going to spice mines and travelling the Castle Run. Not in 12 parsecs, but yeah. So, to get the Millennium Falcon, or the hijack it because it's been impounded, it's still Lando's though. But
He tried to like, you know what, like, what happened?
I wonder what's
like,
happening.
yeah, I got security over here.
You'll be able to help me though, right? Yeah. So on the way out though, this is where we first start meeting L337 as well, because in the club and the bar they were at, this is like a droid that's trying to argue for equal rights. Very woke and aware of the situation at the moment. Yeah.
The wokest android in the galaxy.
Take your hand off the angry man's face.
Right.
Yeah. So that's releasing droids from the shackles as well. It's like Korg. Start a revolution. Yeah.
Definitely.
So yeah, L3 was awesome. I mean, in Star Wars Episode 7, I really liked BB-8.
That's a little ball. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember the name as well, but in Rogue One, I really liked that droid as well. I believe it was played by Alan Tudyk in the film.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name, but yeah.
Held it down.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in this one, L3 is just like an awesome partner for Lando.
Yeah.
And their little
chemistry.
Code. Really awesome to go and name a better, more iconic duo than those two. Go ahead.
I'll wait.
I made that meme picture the other day. You'll post it to the group.
Still waiting.
Feeling that one.
Okay.
So they're on the way to get to the spot. I believe it's the spice mines to extract the coaxium, but it's a stealth job. You can't really let anyone know you're there because it's a massive like imperial base.
Yeah.
So you don't want to get caught. You got to do it stealthy. But you got Lando and Han here, so there's going to be some errors. L3 manages to hold it down for a while, and they do manage to extract the stuff, the coaxium. But on their escape, L3 catches a few shots, manages to not survive, but do enough stuff to help the team escape. During the escape, Lando realises this, runs back onto the battlefield with all the bullets. Luckily, I don't think it's stormtroopers, but aiming's not that good. Manages to get over. I don't know how it got L3 though.
Yeah.
Gets L3, starts cradling it, realises it's about to die, so you're going to come with me. This takes away like half the body. Now, you laughed loud in the cinema when this happened, G. It was a joke. I mean, it was slightly funny, but I was in the moment of like, yo, this is hurtful for Lando, but it was a joke. I was like,
I seen,
took away half.
I seen the comedy out of it. Like he just pulled it and just like no. Yeah.
Could that be a bit of foreshadowing for the cameo of the new guy that turns up later on? Because last time we seen him, we thought he was cut in half. Maybe. So as to escape, Lando picks up K3's upper body. Han's like, yo, we need to go, man, we're going to get shot, we're going to get killed, they shoot this coaxium, we're all going to blow up, we need to do this. Plus, now that we've got it, we need to get it somewhere quick to cool down in storage before it explodes, because it's very volatile.
Yeah.
Get the coaxium on the ship, about to make a move out, but they realise because L3's dead. You've no longer got a pilot now with the navigation abilities of being able to go through the Kessel Run at time for it to be successful.
And Chewie seen his peoples.
Yep, Chewie saw his peoples there, but decided to help him, but had to
help him escape.
Had to leave him. Helped him escape, but didn't want to go with him because obviously, I don't know whether he feels he's got the life that we've had now, and he owed it him. But technically, they broke out together, so I wouldn't think the life that's been applied yet. Chewie just probably likes Han, wanted to join back up with him, and if anything, being with him would allow him to travel the galaxy to find more Wookiees.
True. And he was like, where you gonna be at? Bet, I'll meet you there in 10 years.
So they're on their way out, but obviously Lando and Han are good pilots, but without having a navigation system to get through this area, no matter how good you are, without knowing the route, you won't be able to get there in time. Han comes up with the idea that taking out the navigational system chip from L3 and inserting it into the actual Falcon, and then
that was a smart move.
Smart move, but you're also asking Lando to like take like the brain or heart out of his buddy, his like maybe his sexual partner, like pansexual.
Yeah, it's a spectrum out there.
Managed to get it loaded up in time, so they got the navigating systems and the route to get out.
Yeah.
Still going to be tight though, especially with all the Imperials coming after him. Little shootout through space, navigating through rocks and asteroids.
Yeah.
Until
Beckett went in the back and started shooting from
buzzing until Han like maneuvers somewhere, and then the gun gets broken down. Han's like, I got a good feeling about this. Yeah, which is a nice little tidbit as well, because when we first meet him in this film, he's got a good feeling about it. In every other film, he doesn't. He's always like, I got a bad feeling about this experience, because as he said, he's got a good feeling about this. You see some multiple eyeball tentacle beast.
It was arms was everywhere. Yeah. It was in all type of enchantress.
Yeah. So yeah, Hans veers up, tries to escape, but in doing so and trying to veer off, they're going off target as well. So you, L3 is trying to re-navigate.
Yeah.
In doing this, so they get caught up in the suction. I don't know if it's a black hole or the power of the beast.
I think it's a black hole.
A type of black hole, because they couldn't escape.
And the beast even ended up going to the motherfucker.
So Lando has the idea to shoot out the escape pod.
Yes.
And then hopefully when that goes down and hits either the tentacle guy or explodes, the regound will be able to give you enough expulsion to then zoom out and hit your light speed to escape.
Yeah.
They do this, and by releasing the escape pod, it gives the Millennium Falcon its now classic look of have it been like the gap in the nose at the front, which we were all thinking, why was it different?
It looked different before.
I know it's cleaner with Lando in charge.
Trust.
But yeah, with Han it's dirty. Yeah, the dirty girl. Yeah, Ross and Friends knows.
Yeah.
They release the escape pod, it explodes, and for like a second or two, they don't go nowhere. It don't seem like it's worked.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden,
it just kicks in.
Expulsion into hyperdrive, start releasing, and they've escaped.
That was dope. Managed
to touch down on the planet in time, start loading up all the coaxium to cool it down, have everything good, and then who should turn up?
What the fuck?
Enfys Nest. You're like, oh shit. This is the second time they've been smarter than you, and instead of doing a job before you, just wait for you to do the job and turn up and snatch it.
That's what motherfucking stick up kids do. So
they're obviously outnumbered as well, because you've only got like a team of 5 against like 20 plus
yeah, they were
Cloud Riders. They have a standoff. Han's like, yeah, you don't want to do that. We've got I've got like 30 gunners on that ship over there. If I just say the word, your history, then you just see the Millennium Falcon get off. Like, Lando's gone. He's done his job.
Up and just bounce.
Like, this is what you needed to do. Right, I'm gone. All these people here, I ain't here for backup. I want to save my life and earn some money. Go play some Stabak. So yeah, Han just steps back. Comical moment, because obviously Han thinks he can talk his way out of anything. Steps back. It's like, yeah, Dryden. Yeah, Beckett, you do your thing. Yeah. They have a little dialogue. Enfys Nest reveals her mask to be a female. And then this is where we realise she's actually part of the first steps of a rebellion.
Yeah, she was
trying to stop.
First.
Because if Dryden, obviously the Crimson Order, Crimson Dawn, get hold of this, then obviously they can make weapons and do stuff in the dark side, and obviously, they don't want that to happen, because it's just going to be a struggle and people are going to be enslaved and carry on like Han was at Corellia and etc. Yeah. So obviously it hits a point with Han. Beckett,
he's like, I can't do this.
No, Beckett, you don't get to see what he decides. I think he goes along with it because he's outnumbered, but you know he don't give a fuck about anyone. He tells Han right at the beginning, don't trust no one. He lost his girlfriend or wife or partner, Val, in that mission, and still was more angry that they lost the gear.
Yeah.
So the job is everything to him. He's all about himself. It's all about his purity. So I didn't know how he was going to take it, because once you don't see the negotiations with them, we then turn up at Dryden's place.
Well, he did walk off. He's like, I'm not part of this. He bounced.
Oh yeah, then you can just discuss it yourself, leaving Han with the decision, because obviously Dryden knows what he was going to do. Han's a good kid. So when you meet Dryden, Han's like, here we go, here's the delivery, everything's happy. right, can we get paid and can we go? Ryder's like, not so quick. This looks real. I mean, how did you do it? I mean, how did you manage to get it? Did you give me some fake coaxium? It's like, what? It's like, yeah, I mean, I knew you were going to double cross me. Qi'ra, I'm disappointed in you. I had you go along, but I also had a second mole. Come in. Bam. Beckett just strolls up like, yo, what the... You just had a double turn on me or something, like, yo, I wasn't expecting this. But as he said, don't trust anyone, kid. It's like, it's all about the job. And he's obviously like, yeah, man, real coaxium. We need to take this, let's discuss a new deal. But then Qi'ra doesn't want to settle with this because she knows if anything happens, she's failed.
Yeah.
So Dryden's probably going to kill her.
Yeah.
She don't want Han to die, and Beckett's just betrayed everyone. So there's no way she needs to stay with Dryden.
Yeah.
She double crosses Dryden. Dryden's got some pretty smooth type of
double
bladed, maybe laser edged as well.
Like
similar to like
it cuts through shit. It's like a lightsaber, but it's like a blade.
Similar to what the Praetorian Guards had in episode 8 when they were protecting Snoke.
Yeah. Like
lined up with laser blades. So it's pretty sick. They start to have their fight. Beckett takes Chewie hostage, gets Chewie to take the coaxium to make his escape because obviously he just cares about money in himself.
Yeah.
It goes down with Han, Qi'ra, and Beckett. With Beckett ending up dying. Han and Qi'ra have a little conversation like, yo, come, we can finally leave, let's go. It's like, I will, I'll be right behind you. He's got to clear up a few things. You go after Beckett, stop him, save Chewie. Yeah, sensible. Yeah, I don't know what she needs to stay around and clean up for, man. She ain't no maid.
Yeah.
So we catch up then with Han, who manages to cut off Beckett and Chewie on their escape.
Yeah.
They have a showdown. Obviously Han wants to do the real good thing with Enfys Nest and all that. That's why I did it. Did the little heart to heart. It's like, kid, there's only one more rule or lesson I need to teach you. And that's as Beckett unbuckles his gun, and then Han shoots him, which technically was the last lesson Beckett taught him. Always shoot first.
Yeah, shoot first, ask questions last.
And Han shoots first versus Greedo in, I believe it's episode 4.
That's how most of these gangsters last.
Yes, in Tatooine and everything when you have to do the job for Jabba. So it was a nice sync up as well. Like, oh, that's how we always wanted to know if Han shot first.
The iconic pose. Yeah.
Yeah. So we always wanted to know if he shot first. Now we know he did, and now we know why he does, because he was taught by Beckett.
Yeah.
Beckett taught him quite a few things actually.
In the short period of time they knew each other. Tell me that.
So Qi'ra is then left with the Crimson Order to clear things up. But before she jumps off to meet Han, because Han's now escaped with Chewie. Chewie's going to come and join him. And they obviously give the coaxium to Enfys Nest, and the Cloud Riders let them carry on the rebellion. Han,
so now you think about Han as like a co-founder,
helper of the rebellion, which then gets taken over by Leia and everyone. And then when Han gets brought in later on, he's like, oh, I don't believe in all this, I don't want to join. Yeah, man, I'm a scoundrel. You actually played a big part in its origins.
Yeah.
So yeah.
He probably even know that's what it was when it came back around again.
Because it would have changed its name. Yeah.
See. Boom.
So yeah, they tied up a lot of things from Star Wars lore and other films very nicely in a bow in this. So it was good. Similar to what Rogue One did, but on a better level.
Yeah, definitely.
So they've got the coaxium with Enfys Nest. Han's got his Millennium Falcon. He's got his co-pilot in Chewie, who jumps in to co-pilot with him once Rio died.
So he's like 100.
And L3 had gone.
He's like 190 years old.
But that was the first time that they both sat in the Millennium Falcon before they owned it.
Yeah.
And that was great because Han goes to meet Lando at the end of the film to have another game as the bark. And obviously Han wants the Millennium Falcon hard before he gets it. So they have a game and he sees Lando and he's about to argue or fight with him because he abandoned him on the planet. And in doing so and gripping him up, he realises Lando's got like a card machine on his hand. So Han hugs him and holds him close. So don't worry about that, pal. Yeah, we're all good. Similar to in the previous meetings or forthcoming meetings in other films where Lando's like, oh, give me a hug, Han. You know what I'm saying? Similar this time. But Han's obviously sniped the card machine away from Lando. all the cards from it. They're having a game. He raises the stakes. Obviously, I'm going all in. What can you back it up with? Oh, the Falcon. Falcon's on the table, which he's managed to talk him into from the previous game where he didn't want to put it on the table. He's like, oh, you're not man enough to put your ship on the line? You don't love it enough, do you? So Millennium Falcon's on the line. Han calls. Lando's got a nice pair, but before he puts his cards out, he's trying to look down for his extra card, and he's not there. And he realizes, oh shit,
he got.
He either got or he's run out. So he puts his card down. It's a pretty good set, good hand. Would usually win most, but Han, from stealing the cards from Lando when he embraced before, can obviously say, puts his down, so it's good. But it would be even better if he had this card, puts that down, bam, wins the game, wins the Falcon, embarrasses Lando, and that's how we know how Han got the Millennium Falcon. It was really good. So we know both of them cheated. So it's not like Lando cheated to get it off Han and Han cheated. They both kind of cheated in the end, which cancelled it out, which is kind of like their characters. Good, definitely. But cheeky Nando fellas, innit?
Cheeky Nandos.
Yeah. Switch back now, Qi'ra. We think she's about to make a leave from the Crimson Dawn, because obviously her boss is dead. She can now be free. She's not owned by anyone. This is what her and Han have been working for since they were kids or teens. So she makes a phone call. I'm assuming for an Uber. And then who should pop up on the screen? The Maul. Darth Maul, maybe not. Well, it is Darth Maul, but I think he's lost the name Darth. I'm not too into the lore in the comics with clones and obviously Rebels and the TV show animations, but apparently he survived from that being cut in half. The top half of his body got robotic legs, which we actually saw in the screen. Like we were in there.
Stood up like
Stuck to little. And
mechanical.
so it is him, played by the original actor Ray Park. Toad.
Toad.
X-Men. So it was a nice nod, nice little Easter egg to bring him back, ties him up into the canon. Timeline wise, it did throw me off because I'm thinking, last time I saw you was episode 1.
I know, Darth Vader was a child.
And this film's after episode 3. Just before after 3, before Rogue, before 4. Yeah, I seen a little Star Wars chronological picture before because I was trying to figure out where it was, because that's obviously why.
Okay, so say it again. Say it again.
So episode 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Solo, Rogue One, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
So it all does sync up nice, especially with the Easter egg with Darth Maul on a certain planet. Can't remember the name. And this is where Qi'ra is now going to be either turning to the dark side or joining him as his new number 2 / understudy, because a Sith always has an apprentice. Whether Maul's the Sith at the moment, we don't know. We know he was one. Is he still? Is he going to have his own training? Is this his new organisation, Crimson Dawn, before it turns into whatever it was?
You never know.
Hopefully we'll find out more in the trilogy. I also think by introducing Maul in this film, it allows you to have his, because in the comics where he carried on being alive, he had a long feuding history with Obi-Wan for years, including killing Obi-Wan's love in front of him. So their beef's historic in animation. So you can easily put Maul to feature in a solo, an Obi-Wan film, or you could introduce Obi-Wan. Maul in Solo too. I don't think you'll get Obi-Wan in any Solo films. If anything, it'll be a cameo, because obviously you can't have their interaction then and then not realise it years down the line. I want to see more of Qi'ra. I hope her storyline gets explored more. You could obviously have mirror paths of, say, in the sequel, you have Han doing his thing, but you also, for the goodness and a bit cheeky, and you've got Qi'ra just building further towards the dark side. Because at the end of the film, Han and Chewie decide to go and see some gangsters on Tatooine that Beckett was talking about for a big job. This job is probably obviously what Jabba, one of the biggest gangster families, syndicates out there, the Hutts. Obviously he's going to Tatooine to see Jabba do the job with all the gangsters. Han, knowing Han, probably going to realise the bad guys and try and rob him or stick him up one way or the other so you can just get the money and do the good thing, which is probably why he gets beef with Jabba later on in the anthologies and the episodic films. So it could sync up really nicely. So the next film could easily be the heist, the job for Jabba and escaping. The third one could be chased by Boba. Or you could introduce Han in the Boba Fett film, chasing him down as part of an angle.
Yeah.
So you could do a few things. I mean,
definitely.
Lando and L3 stole the show for me. Emilia Clarke did a really good job because I want to see a lot more of Qi'ra. I'm not an original Star Wars guy, so I'm not a Han, Harrison Ford diehard. I think Alden did awesome. I think he had some of the traits and mannerisms really down. The acting wasn't below par, wasn't amazing, but I think he delivered a really good job. For me, because I'm not a diehard. Oh, he didn't use the wrinkle in his eye because in one certain thing. Oh, he said this thing in the wrong way. Forget that shit, man. New generations. I mean, for me, I first saw episode 1. Then I went back to watch 4. I watched it chronologically, so I'm not like the 80s, early ones. So for me, I think Alden did well. L3 stole the show. So I think it's Phoebe Waller who plays the character. Amazing job. I would have liked you to have survived and carried on. Yeah. Similar to like Killmonger. He was like one of the standouts in Black Panther, but he killed him off. Kind of worked for the arc. And plus she still got her navigation system in the Falcon, which is why the Falcon's so beloved now. So a lot of does sync up well.
Definitely.
I really enjoyed it. Hopefully they do make a second and third. Hopefully there's an Obi-Wan. Because you've got, so far you've had Rogue One, a Star Wars story, Solo, a Star Wars story. They've both done pretty well. You could have a Boba Fett, or Boba, a Star Wars story, Obi-Wan, a Star Wars story, Solo 2, Solo 3. Yeah. Because after episode 9, Star Wars is going to be running thin. Because you're not going to get 10, 11, 12 for the new trilogy by Rian Johnson until at least 2025.
Definitely.
Because he's not even started working on it yet. Plus, in between all this, you're going to have the TV shows as well. So,
a lot.
There's going to be a lot. Obviously, looking forward to episode 9 and everything, but not getting ahead of ourselves. That was a really enjoyable film. I think before I went to see it, I heard a little review like fun but flawed. I don't think it was as fun, and I don't think it was as flawed. It was good. Nice. Yeah, but it was nice film to watch. I think it was a slight lull just before the third act, like the Spice Mines. But everything else, really enjoyed. Probably at least a 7.5 out of 10 for me, easy.
Yeah, I give it a 7.
You want to just mention your theory about Qi'ra?
Oh man,
This piqued my interest when you mentioned it. I didn't see it coming. Really like it. Hopefully they play this out.
All right.
Floor is yours.
I'll explain this. It's this whole storyline thing that's what got me. Now, I was saying that Qi'ra veers off towards the dark side. Starts messing around with one of the... Someone.
Because we don't know who the dad is.
Yeah.
But if Qi'ra's the mum, then yeah. Plus Qi'ra, by being trained by Maul, could become force sensitive, which is why
I think that she is, what's the girl's name?
Rey.
I think she's Rey's mama.
We've all been wondering who's Rey's parents. JJ set it up as being someone important in episode 7. Rian Johnson dismissed it totally in episode 8 by saying, oh, they were no ones. There's got to... JJ's coming back for 9.
Yeah.
JJ's awesome. But a lot of people don't like JJ because, especially with Lost, he'll have awesome, amazing ideas and open up a mystery box for you, with maybe not always answering it by the end of the series or film, which is what we were worried her parents would be, and Snoke's background. He set up a lot of things in 7, and then JJ came and said, oh no, her parents are no one. Snoke, oh, this big badass guy, oh, we're going to kill him in half. Similar to Maul and L3. Yeah. I know you like dismantling limbs in Star Wars, but
this one was like all bottom half.
This must be the new generation of killing limbs. Trust. So I think that's a really good shout. Yeah. If anything, this might give JJ ideas to tie that in a knot and actually make that, because Rey, she sounds quite British. She is British, isn't it? Yeah. Emilia Clarke's British. They've not changed any of these characters' accents for the film.
You sound British as fuck.
So possibly. Everyone did a really good show in the film. If anything, I like Paul Bettany, but I think the villain just didn't do it for me. He felt really mustache twirling. Some of the lines are quite comical and cheesy, and I didn't want that from a villain. If anything, I wanted more sinister and ruthless.
You could tell he wasn't the big boss.
Yeah. You could tell he was bad.
He was low tier.
There was something disturbing about him that you didn't want to fuck with him.
Yeah, because he got like those little veins. Like,
but then he was
come
too
out of the shirt.
smiley and charming, and
Skills. Yeah.
it didn't feel fully right. I don't know whether
I don't know if I want to fear you or
I
invite
don't
you over for a barbecue.
Michael Williams or Kenneth Williams would have done a better job in that role, maybe, because I'd have known him as Omar, and Omar I know is a feared character.
Yeah, definitely.
And I know Bettany is Vision, likable.
Yeah.
So
little
I
weird.
had a slight little trouble having him portrayed as that, but I think everyone else was great. I even liked Rio, voiced by Jon Favreau.
Didn't know I didn't know it was him, but yeah, I liked him.
I'm not a massive into the anthology, so I didn't know who the character was specifically, but I loved the performance. Like Jon Favreau did really well.
Yeah.
Same with L3, like Phoebe Waller, Donald Glover, Alden, Emilia, Clarke.
They smacked it up.
Well done. Yeah, fully looking forward to episode 9 now. Hopefully there'll be another solo 2 and a solo 3.
You got to just to tighten it up.
Yeah, you really enjoyed this film, innit?
Yeah, you got to tighten it up.
You still watched episode 8 yet?
Yeah.
You finished it?
Yeah.
Alright, you kept
Yeah.
falling asleep through it, innit? Yeah. But yeah, that's our solo, a Star Wars story film review.
Yeah. Now, when he said be falling asleep through it, I'll be smoking a lot when I watch these films. And I watch them like 2, 3 in the morning type shit.
Because I know you tried at least 2-3 times before you managed to get it in it.
Yeah, but I watched it just before the last one. I watched them off. But yeah.
That's it. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit up more videos in the description below for our Twitter, Facebook links. Join the pages. Feel free to message and comment. We'll always interact back. More videos to come soon.
Definitely.
I think the next one's either going to be Deadpool 2 review, once DIGA sees it, or it will probably be our Power Seasons 1, 2, 3, 4 reviews uploaded just in time for the start of Season 5 on the 1st of July.
Watch that.
Daredevil Netflix reviews, we've done 1, and Jessica Jones and Daredevil 2. Me and JD will be doing our Luke Cage Season 1 review before Luke Cage Season 2 drops mid-June as well. So feel free to hit up that Double D team and JD Virtue on YouTube. Until then, catch you next time. Deuce.